So this is what happens when you're only partially getting it right. Welcome back, everyone, to week 6 of the 8-week Blitz. 6 weeks down, 2 to go. And we are down almost 2 pounds, close to 2 pounds this week. And you'd think I'd be happy about that. And I kind of am, but I'm kind of not. The reason behind that is, well, let's delve right into the numbers right off the bat. As you can see, I am down about 1.5 pounds, and that was good considering that this week was another tough week in terms of cravings. And I did give in a little bit again, like nothing crazy, just here and there, but that odd little snacking doesn't really do me any favors. So 1.5 pounds down, but as you notice, the body fat says it's up, which, as I've said many times in the past already, these scales are not, perfect by any means. The numbers can be slightly skewed, water weight, and little things like that can just play into effect a little bit. But regardless, the body fat levels should be coming down. So it just means that I am not really technically doing the job that I should be. Because I tried to adjust this last week my calories up, and I did a little slightly. And I was trying to get more protein in, which I don't think I was as successful at as I was hoping. This next week is going to be kind of another trial and error week where I am really going to do everything I can to crank up the amount of protein I take in on a daily basis. And we'll see how the results go for this week, and see how the numbers change, and if my way of thinking is right or wrong, or if it works or not. I'm hoping to slightly lose that extra little bit of weight, between anywhere from 1 pound to 2 pounds max kind of thing per week. If it's a little less than that and my body fat comes down and my lean body mass goes up, that's a big win. I'm fine with that. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to try and crank up my grams of protein to not a gram per pound of body weight that I'm at now, but where I want to end up. So I'm still going to have my protein fairly high, but it won't be cranked right up through the roof to try and maintain a lean body mass of whatever I'm at right now. So this week's workouts were extremely tough. The strength is definitely down now. I'm starting to feel that where I'm trying to push as much weight and keep the reps as high as possible, and it's not happening. I'm not quite at the maxes where I was at before, and the strength is coming down. So what I'm doing to combat that is I'm pushing as heavy as I still can on my final set. I'm doing the odd drop set here and there at the end of my exercises, only on the last set, just to kind of get a pump and keep making that muscle work as hard as possible. Not always going to failure, because I don't always want to do that, because I'm just going to exhaust myself and my body's not going to be able to recover, especially when it's in a deficit like this. But just giving it that extra little bit, seeing how I can to push the weight and keep that weight intensity up. I just try and find other ways to trigger it and get my heart rate up and just keep burning off the calories. I thought I was only going to feel it really in the compound movements, the heavier movements. I thought that's where, okay, I'll notice the big strength drops, but I am actually noticing it in doing some of the exercises that are more of an isolation type exercise, where the muscle at the end of the workout is tired, because I'm doing the compounds for the most part earlier in the workouts, just when my strength is higher, trying to push the heavier weights and then work down. But as an example, just doing biceps at the end of a shoulder workout, the weight is not anywhere where it was before. I'm probably about 75 to 80% only on the smaller movements, on the smaller muscles, I should say, at the end of a workout. So just got to be mindful of that. I'm not trying to push too hard and end up doing something stupid and getting injured, because your body is not as strong. You got to listen to it. Don't just necessarily try and push through. And I'm not a spring chicken anymore. I got a big birthday coming up this week. So, uh, when you get older, you have to listen to your body. And when it tells you to slow down, you slow down. And if you don't lift as heavy, don't lift as heavy, because you're not necessarily going to do yourself any favors if you're going to get hurt. Then you're out for how long, and then all your good habits are out the window, and all the progress you made is out the window. So 2 weeks left on this 8-week program. See where we get to, and then we'll kind of reassess and kind of get a game plan for the second 8 weeks. I'm not sure how many weeks I'm going to take off. It could be 2 or 3, it could be 4, but I'm going to give my body a little rest and then really go for it and really see what I can come up with the last 8 weeks to get down to a fairly low body fat percentage. That'll be my goal for the second 8 weeks. This initial one was just to knock off some weight and try and keep the lean body mass up, but that second 8 weeks is going to be where I'm going to really push hard and see what happens. Thanks for checking in. Week 7, we're going to go hard. We're going to try our best to, stave off the cravings, keep the calories down, and really go for it this week. We only have 2 weeks left. See where we get to. So we'll see you guys in the next video.